traders. Welcome to the celebration of the 50. Basically, I was going over. We did a little bit more than 50, but let's stick to the number. This is the 50 session of the 50-minute. And I wanted to do two things that I discovered through that 50 celebration. So I went over and I want to go with you over some of the topics. Again, I will do it fast, but you can actually see here the numbers. And if you have any interest in those topics, it will actually lead you to those kind of sessions. And I realized that one of the things that I like to do, I never dedicate a session, and this is the second chance, which I talk a lot. Some of the trade that I'm posting, it's on the second, and I think we deserve it. So we did 50, a little bit more session. So what I did in order to help you navigate well is divided to 4 contents, which will help you to see where is your most interest. Technical and strategies, live trading examples, psychology of trading, and mentoring session one-on-one. So for example, on the technical strategy, number 2, it's optimal mindset. Number 4, we're trading with edge. Number 7 is use your language. How does it influence your trading? Number 10, less is more. Trade less, get more. What else we have? Trading routine, number 19. What is your routine in order to give you the good technical setups? Number 35, it's market. What the hell? How to trade this environment. I actually placed it in technical and also in the psychology. Live trading example plus example. It's story of a trades that I did, what caused me to trade those kind of setups, those stocks. So number 18, for example, is trading at the opening. Number 20, resilient mindset, trades after 4 minutes done. And psychology of trading, what is the most common question? Number 3. Number 5, 6 keys for success on the long run. And number 24, for example, is language of trading. And of course, the last one is mentoring session one-on-one, which this is the program I'm teaching together, traders, all those things that we are talking here. So some live session that we did on session 27, 8, and 44, 45. So again, if you are not subscribed, subscribe to my channel, and then you can actually just click the numbers of the session and everything is there. So second chance, something that I do a lot. So why should I dedicate? Why? Those are kind of questions when I'm talking about trading with traders, and those questions pops. Why, Amir? How can you define a second chance versus a revenge trade? Okay, I lost. Why the hell do I need to get again? How can you deal with the psychology after you are losing the first trade? Again, second chance can happen also on the winning trade. You know, you took a trade out and second chance. Statistic versus results. This is very interesting. And sizing regarding to the setups. So let's dive into those questions. So second chance, why? If you have a good trading plan, and I mean really good trading plan, you plan the trade, everything checks into your favorites, sometimes you need much more than one chance, because everything looks perfect, but there are much, bigger forces. Sometimes you get shake-ups, and my preference is, again, If I need to get out, and if I need to get again, do the second chance. How can you define it from a revenge trade? That's the main thing that people ask me. It's all about your trading plan, guys. It's all about what dictates you to take this trade. If there was a catalyst, if the sector was strong, the market was in that direction, if this is a plus setups of yours, and all of those cause you, after you did your research to get into a trade, and it failed. So what? So what? You're going to see the statistic about professional traders that doing sometimes the trade can succeed and be successful, sometimes after second and even third chance. How can you deal with psychology? Again, I lost the trade, so why the hell should I get another one, another lost? Just about checklist. You can go over the trade itself, and you're going to see an example that I'm going to put here. And if you understand the essence of why you took that trade, you can separate it from the result, the losing trade. Because that was what you planned, and everything was, sometimes, you know, you can have an amazing plan and it can fail, and it's fine. You definitely not need to take it into your trader and say that it was a failure. No, sometimes it's happened. This is part of, you know, dealing with the trading words. You know, you don't always succeed. It's not personal. Move on. Statistics, guys, and that's the amazing of this. You can have a very low, and sometimes I can get in the same trade maybe 50 or maybe even 30% success, but the total will be green because I can fail. I can maybe sometimes, you're going to see in the next sizing, I can start position with small, or maybe the most important thing is to keep your stop, and then you control your losses, and then the big trade can cover everything. Second chance about sizing. Second chance can happen in variety of sizing. Sometimes I can open a trade, maybe a half position, and then add into the strength. Sometimes I can build a position, and if something not happen, I can reduce. And then my loss maybe on the first trade will not be big, and then it can allow me to size more maybe on the second. It's all about the setups. It's all about how you plan the trades. And if the trade is good, and you go after that and journal it and see that it was a good trading plan and you lost, it's fine, because if you're going to do it like 10 times, probably your success will be better than 50%. And it's totally okay. You know, professional traders' success between, I think, 30 to 40. Why? Because you can get some chances, and you can control, you reduce, lower your stop if it's not going, and that's it. Just watch the charts. Video was my first example. Again, going backwards, pre-market gap down, broke immediately. I missed the first breakout, and then I took a trade around here. Again, my trade plan was getting into here, and if we're breaking the low, good daily, we can actually go all the way back down. Okay, so that was the plan. But as you can see immediately, you want to see the capitulation, which was not. Again, at this time of the beginning of the day, when you see something like this and it's not going, you get a side move instead of looking to see, you know, beautiful drop down. Immediately I reduced and I got out around here. Small loss, not a big deal. But again, I went over to see that was supposed to be my entry, my second chance. Again, because nothing happened. Just because it shook me up, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. And definitely that was the right place to get. Double top, whatever. But that was my entry around here. And definitely I like to see what happened, lower, lower, lower. Again, small retracement to the 9 to get more sellers. Again, my game plan was under this low here. You want to see increase of the volume, and I even add. But then again, what's happened here is exactly what's happened here. Under the low, it's broke, but you can see that volume came, buyer came. So I took a partial around here, and I think my stop was around somewhere around here. Again, it was not an amazing, it was a good trade, but the key here was I was still watching the tape, and just because my first attempt wasn't successful, it didn't let me just to throw the stock away and still be on it and take another trade. Another stock that I did was in Tesla. And Tesla was, again, was a mistake, but again, the stock dropped, and usually Tesla is very technical. I was waiting to see double bottom, and a lot of times you can see a pops of the stock. What was wrong in this trade was not good risk reward. Again, that's true, it was the right place, more like, and the stop was very clear, but again, I could see it in advance and I ignore it. So basically around here, just hit one twice. Again, when you see something like this, reduce, got out, but again, and that's happened a lot. In the QQQ, I do it a lot. That was even a better double bottom, again, with a very small stop regarding to Tesla. Maybe 2 point, 2.5. And again, went beautifully. Again, in this resistance, when actually move a little bit side, that's where I took in the first partial. Small retracement, buyers came, caused me to raise my stop around here. And again, towards the view up, I took another trade, another partial, and let it grow. So a lot of time you need a reason. You don't just revenge. Again, and this is a very unique situation. You need to see it clear. Just because I lost, it doesn't mean I have to go back and get back the money. No way. So if you have those demons, you should fight them. You have to see technically. Okay, there is a good catalyst, a good formation, and just because it didn't work the first time, and tell you the truth, sometimes I can even take a third. Not happen a lot, and it can happen if one of the attempts I took not a full position. I tested, failed, did another try, and then it can allow me, if I really see it, really, because this is very diligent to, when you trade 3 times the stock after 2 losses, if you're not passing, the second chance, side into the revenge. Main focus, guys, going forward. You could be wrong, even with the best setups, but if you still have all the reason to be involved, second chance is the right things to do. Of course, it's demand from you a very resilient mindset after you lose in a trade, but again, this is how you can build your strength. You can still stick to the plan, again, we talked about how you define revenge from a second chance. You don't just get out and immediately, I'm going to double and get in. You still, even on the second chance, need everything. You need a good, if it's a reversal or it's a breakout or whatever, you need a good setups. You need still a good risk reward. You need to see what the market is doing. You don't just jump into just because you lost. Do statistic, guys. That's, I think, will help you more. About trades that you lost and you just forget about them. What happened after that? You're going to see that sometimes, if you took the second, it would be amazing trade, and then the trade could grow. And that's what I like, let the trades grow. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the levels of your system. Your goal is your desired outcome. Your system is the collection of daily habits that will get you there. This year, spend less time focusing on outcomes, more time focusing on the habits that precede the results. James Clear, Atomic Habits. Thank you for joining me again for this 50 plus session. We do this because we need to crush our limited beliefs. And if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you.